Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to KRP Creative Physics. So in this video we are going to learn part 2 of acceleration time graph. So it is consisting of numerical problems related to acceleration time graph. After the completion of part 1 we are going to learn problems related to acceleration time graph. So let's learn the problems. Okay, so this is a numerical problem 1. So from this graph we need to find final velocity. Find the final velocity of object if it started at 5 meters per second from the graph. Okay na? So already its initial velocity is 5 meters per second. We know that its initial velocity is 5 meters per second. Okay, so from this graph what we need to find, this is the acceleration time graph. So as we know that if we find the area of acceleration time graph, we will get the change in velocity. So from this graph we will get the change in velocity after 15 seconds. So that particular value we need to add to this particular initial velocity. So then we will get the from that one we will get the final velocity. So that is the solution. So final velocity V equal to initial velocity plus delta V. Delta V means change in velocity. Okay na? So that particular change in velocity we have to find from the graph. So now from this acceleration time graph we need to find the area, total area we need to find. So that's why I am going to divide this one into 3 parts here. So this is in the form of triangle. So we need to find the area of this particular triangle, and next it is in the form of rectangle. So this is considered as area 2, A2, and last one is again we have one more triangle. This is A3. Here A for area. So we need to find the area of all these things: triangle, rectangle, again triangle. So if you find total area, then we'll get the change in velocity from the graph after 15 seconds. So let's find the area here. So first we'll consider A1, area 1 from the triangle, half into, we know that one area of the triangle is half into base into height. Half into base into height. Half. So what is the base here? 0 to 5 means this is the base. 5. So what about height? Height is 20. It is very clearly known. So height, this is the height. Y-axis we have to see. So here 2 1 ja, 2 10 ja. So 10 into 5, 50. So area of that first triangle is 50. We got 50 meters per second. Why? Because it represents velocity. Area equal to velocity here. We know that one. Next, so we need to find area 2, A2. So what is the area? How can we find the area of the rectangle here? Length into breadth. So area of the rectangle is length into breadth. It is very simple. So what about length here? Length is nothing but 20 mm. Length is 20. Y-axis reading you should observe. And what about breadth? So this is the breadth. 10 minus 5. What is the breadth here? 5. 20 into 5. So area of the rectangle we got here 25 is 100. So A2 also we got. Next what we need to find area of the remaining triangle. So A3. Same principle we have to use. Half into base into height. So just we need to observe last triangle here. So what is the base here? 15 minus 10. 5. So that is a base. So this one is the base. Okay. And next what about height here? Height is 20. Height is 20. It is clearly known. So 20. Again. 2 1 ja, 2 10 ja. So 10 into 5, 50. So area of the second triangle is also 50 meters per second. And this is 100 meters per second. We got all the areas. So what we need to do here to find the change in velocity? Just we need to add all these areas here. So therefore, change in velocity delta V equal to A1 plus A2 plus A3. Okay. 50 plus 100 plus 50. What do you get here? 50 plus 100 plus 50. So if you add all these things, change in velocity equal to how much? What we'll get here? 200. So we get delta V equal to 200. After 15 seconds, change in velocity is 200. So by this we can find the final velocity. Final velocity V equal to initial velocity is 5. Already is there in the question. And after 15 seconds, change in velocity is how much? 200. So then if we add these two things, what will get here? 200 plus 5, 205 meters per second. So this is the required answer. Final velocity is how much here? 205 meters per second, 205 meters per second. So in this way we have to solve the problem. These kind of problems are very, very important for all competitive exams. Try to remember this one. Okay, my dear friends, let's solve the second problem. This particular second problem It is from IIT JEE question. I collected this one. This is very, very important. Keep watching and learn. So much information you are going to know from this problem here. It is very, very important. Okay, right. So here from the acceleration time graph, this is the acceleration time graph given for us. Find the distance traveled by the object in 30 seconds. Right, we need to find the distance from acceleration time graph. Don't confuse much. Yes, we can find that distance, but the condition is that first of all we need to change this acceleration time graph into velocity time graph. So then we can find. Directly we cannot find. First of all we need to change this acceleration time graph into velocity time graph, corresponding velocity time graph. And if you find the area of the velocity time graph, we can get the distance. Okay, that is the solution. And first you should observe here acceleration is given in the units of feet per second square. Feet per second square. So here, so this is the acceleration time graph here. So first, how can we convert acceleration time graph into velocity time graph? Means first we need to find the area. So if we find the area, we will get velocity. So if we observe this one, this particular plot, from 0 to 10 seconds, it is in the form of rectangle. So what is the area of rectangle? Length into breadth. So this is the length. Length is 5. And what about breadth here? 10. 5 into 10. Length into breadth. So it's nothing but 5 into 10. So what is that? 50 feet per second. So why? Because the area of the acceleration time graph gives velocity. So from this graph, from this part, velocity equal to 50 feet per second. So this is completed. And what about 10 to 20 seconds here? Acceleration is 0 here. So acceleration is 0 means what here? During from 10 to 20 seconds, velocity is constant. So that means it is going to, object is maintaining same velocity. So after 10 seconds, 50 feet per second. So this particular velocity is continued till 20 seconds. So that means here also velocity equal to 50 feet per second. Okay. Are you able to understand? Same velocity it is going to continue after 10 seconds, 50 feet per second. So it is going to be continuous same velocity. So next we need to consider the remaining part here. So this part already I told in the beginning here. So this part representing uniform retardation or uniform negative acceleration. Again we need to find the area here. So this is the length 5. So here I will find. So area equal to length into breadth. So what about here length 5. So breadth is 10. 30 minus 20, 10. So again we are going to get 50. But here this is minus 5. Negative. So minus 5 into 10, how much what we get here? Minus 50. So at this part velocity is minus 50 feet per second. So here feet in terms of feet given here, units. So we got velocity with respect to time. Now we need to draw the velocity time graph, corresponding velocity time graph. Now I will draw here. This is very, very interesting problem. Just listen with concentration. Watch the video completely. So now I am going to draw velocity time graph. So here we will take time. So here we will take velocity time graph. So time 0 seconds. So here velocity how much is there? 50 is there. Na? So here I will write scale is 50. Directly we will write scale 50. Why? Because it is only required for us. 50 feet per second. So time how it is there here? 10 gap is there means. So 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. So in this way we have to take the readings on x-axis and y-axis. So now just try to observe here from 0 to 10 seconds. So what is the velocity here? 50 feet per second. So here velocity at 0 seconds velocity how much here? So this particular region representing, one more thing you should remember. So this is representing uniform acceleration. This particular part is representing uniform acceleration. Okay na? So in case of velocity time graph, how can we represent the uniform acceleration? Just with straight line. So this is a straight line, uniform acceleration. This is from 0 to 10 seconds. So if you refer velocity time graph, you will come to know that one. So in case of velocity time graph, uniform acceleration is represented with the help of this particular straight line starting from the origin. Okay. So this is 0 to 10 completed. So it is representing 50 feet per second. Uniform acceleration, velocity is increasing. That's what you should remember. Okay. and after 10 seconds, if we consider 0 to 20 seconds, same velocity, constant velocity, acceleration is 0. So that means it is maintaining same velocity till 20 seconds. So just we need to draw one straight line, same velocity. Why? Because it is moving with same velocity. So 20 seconds is also, up to 20 seconds is also completed. And the next remaining part, if we consider here, this is retardation part. That means velocity is decreasing. So velocity is decreasing means what here? Just very simple. This is a line. Okay, so this is uniform acceleration, this is uniform retardation. Velocity, here velocity is increasing, here velocity is decreasing, and at the middle velocity is constant. And if you corresponding graph, uniform acceleration, zero acceleration, uniform retardation. Corresponding velocity time graph we got. So finally we draw the graph here. So from this velocity time graph, it is easy to find distance, total distance after 30 seconds. So just what we need to find here, we need to find the total area of the graph. So this is A1, area 1, A2, area 2, A3. So this is in the form of triangle, and next rectangle and triangle. So we need to find total area. So total distance equal to what here? Total area. So that means total distance denoted with D after 30 seconds. So total area means A1 plus A2 plus A3. So after finding all the areas, just substitute these values here, then we'll get the answer. First, one by one we will find out. First we will consider A1. So it is in the form of triangle. So half into base into height. You know that one very well. So many times I told that one. So what about base here? If we consider A1, half, base value how much? 10. So this is the base, 10. Height is 50. It's alright. Y-axis reading. Okay. 2 1 the 2 5 the 55 the how much? 250. So we got area 1, 250 feet. This is distance. So area of the velocity time graph in terms of distance, feet. Here units, feet are given, feet we are writing. So next we need to find A2. I will find A2 here. So A2 is in the form of what? Rectangle, length into breadth. It is very simple. So what about length here? 50. 50 into, so this is the length. What about breadth? 20 minus 10. How much? What is the gap here? 10. So it is very simple. So A2 equal to how much we got here? 500. 500 feet. Don't forget that one. A2 is 500 feet. So next we need to find the area of last triangle here, second triangle. So here I will find here I will find. So A3 equal to half into base into height. Half into base into height. Okay, substitute the values. Half. What about base here? Same. 30 minus 20, 10. Height how much? Height is same always. 50. Okay. So height is same here. Same thing. 2 1 the 2 5 the 50 into 5 how much? 250. A3 equal to how much? 250 feet. So we got A3 also 250 feet. So now we need to substitute all these values in this formula, then you will get the total distance. So what about here? A1 equal to how much here? 250. Here 250. And A2 equal to how much? 500. And A3 equal to how much? Again 250. So if we add all these values, what will get here? 250 plus 500, 750 plus 250. What will get? 1000 feet. That is a total distance, 1000 feet. So that is a required answer for us. Okay, total distance covered by the object after 30 seconds, 1000 feet. Okay, this is the very important and interesting question for everyone. This is a new one, I think. So in this way we can find the total distance from the acceleration time graph. So with the help of acceleration time graph, we cannot find directly distance or displacement. So what I am doing here, I am converting this acceleration time graph into velocity time graph. Okay, so once it is converted into velocity time graph, we need to find the distance. So if we find the total area, we will get the distance. So that is 1000 feet. That is the required answer. Okay friends, finally in this video we learned two important numerical problems related to the acceleration time graph. I hope that everyone will like these problems. So these problems are very important for all competitive exams. Try to learn this one and share my channel to all your friends. Take care of your health. Bye bye. We will meet in next video.